So we are going to hang a primary and a secondary IV. We're going to start with the primary. We're going to do 500 mLs of sodium chloride. So that's normal saline. So first thing, you're going to want to hang it up. And then you open up your primary tubing bag. Primary tubing is the long one. Lock your clip before you put it on. Take off your tube cover. And then get the part that is sharp that you're going to stick it with. So then uncover. So you have your sharp side. Uncover the tube. And then stick your bag. Push hard, get it all the way up in there. And then squeeze your vial and fill it up so you get some in the chamber. Then once you have that done, you can open up the rest of your tubing, hold it down, and find your clamp, roll it up towards you, and let the liquid run through. You're going to get all of the air bubbles out. This is priming your tubing. They always say prime your tubing, and they never tell you what it means. That's all it means. Then once you have that done, you are going to, for this pump, all pumps are a little different. This one you're going to stick the blue part in there, put this in, and then it's going to yell at you. So you shut that. Once that's all on, select your channel. Most of the time on this, you will need to put in information about your patient. Today's, we already have it in. Then you're going to say basic infusion. The rate, we're going to say it's 100 an hour. So rate, 100 milliliters an hour. And then volume to be infused, we have 500. So basically that'll give our maintenance fluids for 5 hours. And so that's what we're going to run it at when we tell it to start. So then once you have that, you have your end. This is clean. You don't want to throw out your unused alcohol pad. You don't. So then you take your alcohol pad and you clean the port of the IV that's going into your patient really well. And then you take your saline flush, uncap that, and flush your patient with about 2 mLs. And then you can uncap your IV line. Plug that in there and screw it on. Once you have that going, you can say start, and it'll start to infuse at 100 mLs an hour. We're going to pause this to run a secondary line. Right now we're just doing the saline again. Typically this would be a med. You're going to want to check your meds against your patient and mark it. And then you have your secondary tubing line. Secondary tubing is going to be shorter. And in the secondary tubing, you have this. This is to drop your primary tube down because you want that to be at a lower height than your secondary. So first thing you do is drop it down. Then you hang your secondary up. And same way you did on the primary tubing, you're going to spike your bag. Clamp. Clamp, spike your bag. I primed my tube when I wasn't paying attention. You're going to prime it the same way. And then on your pump, you have a little Y up there. And that's where you're going to plug your piggyback in. And when you run your piggyback, it's going to pause your primary tubing automatically on your pump. So the same way you did on your patient, you're going to clean the port. I can't get my lids off today. There we go. Take off your lid and then hook it up to your port. And then once you're on here, you're going to select the channel and hit secondary, and you're going to put in the same information that you did before. So we're going to say we're doing acetaminophen, 25 milligrams, 25 in diluent volume 50, patient weight 76 kilograms. I think it could be 76 kilograms. Next. And then once you hit start, that's going to run, and it'll run your piggyback first, and then as soon as your piggyback is done, it'll switch back over to your primary. And that's how you run primary and secondary infusions. I don't know what you're saying. What are you saying?
The lights. What does it mean?
Oh, standby. So make sure you hit start. No, it's checking the line.
Why?
Make sure you unclamp your lines. Your teacher looks at you 8 like you're